did is I deleted all my contacts, okay? Let me get back to square one. And then I cleaned up my Google contacts. Okay, it took some time, and I did labels, and and I made sure I cleaned up my Google contacts. Then I just synced it. And literally, let me do this right in front of you. So let me disconnect this and show you. So I'm going to disconnect it. I'm going to come down to PySync.
Adam?
Yes?
I'm sorry. How
Okay.
did you get to that screen again? Because we're lost.
That's fine. This one?
To that, yeah.
Settings.
Settings?
So if you go to the top right, under Demo MC, we get our own. How's it going? Good to see you. Glad that you could join us. Go Kings. So if you go to settings under that, then it'll take you right here. So first thing you'll see under applications. Okay, you see that? Top right, then you hit the little gear where it says settings. Okay, then under here you just explore. It's all right in front of you. Facebook, Twitter, Google. I mean, it's all right there. So if you go to PySync and I went to connect account, you can see all these applications. Right, this is huge, guys. This is huge. So iCloud, that's a big one because I'm an Apple Juice user. And anytime I add a contact into my iCloud, which is, it's going to add it to command. Anytime there's a change in command, it'll take it from my iCloud, unless I tell it otherwise. So this is cool. So I'm going to go to my Google Contacts. I'm going to choose my account. Configure the set. Hit sync. Okay, so this is important right here. This is where, I'm going to try not to lose you on this, okay? I'm going to keep it as basic, because this is really, really awesome. If a contact in Google Contacts, if there's a contact in Google Contacts, then sync it two-way between Google Contacts and KW command. I add it to Google Contacts, automatically gets synced to Google command. If a contact is in KW command, sync it two-way between Google Contacts and command. So that way, I can change it out of either one, it'll still sync. So that's pretty cool. So most of you guys use Google? All of you guys use Google? Okay, so this is the ticket. Let me retrack for contacts. We're talking about, all of us are kind of encountering different issues on, hi Tiffany, we're putting you on the spot right now. We're having issues getting the information, the contacts uploaded right, or there's just different issues. So what I suggest is that we come over here into contact, and first of all, we go to our database and under settings, and you can do a database wipe. Archive all contacts, then delete all archive contacts, which is cool. So you start fresh, right? And then we go over here to our applications in settings, and we go to PySync. PySync is the connector for dozens of applications to pull into command. For me, I'm going to be using Google Contacts and iCloud. I haven't done the iCloud yet because I don't want to mess with my phone. I've got thousands of contacts in there. So I started with Google Contacts. So take some time, look at your Google Contacts, make sure they're properly labeled. If you're already familiar with this, you don't have to be overwhelmed. Then just come in here, start fresh, and add your Google Contacts. So let's see if they imported here. Okay, great. So it did it right then and there. Look at that. I like to customize this column just to kind of see just first name, last name, phone number maybe. I just like to see basic stuff, right? So that's that. Pretty cool. So what's the moral of the story? Go to settings and look at PySync. Okay. So I'm going to show you something else that's really cool that just got released today. Now I have an extended version of this because I'm special. At least that's what my mama tells me. And so
you are special.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Garrett tells me that too, but with like a weird tone. So you guys won't have access to this, but I just want you to see how stinking cool this is. So this is KWLS As you know, KWLS, as you may or may not know, is our means of pulling directly from the MLS. Now, before command, we would have what you'd call an IDX between us and the MLS. So, you know, you had all these different means of which information was traveling. Now, we've removed the IDX, and KWLS pulls directly from the MLS. Pretty cool. And here it is right here. This is the MLS. Not only that, can we look at it from like a map view, but now still being able to see it from the neighborhood level.
Is that in every area or only in AV?
This is right now is every area, every next door. So every neighborhood that they have is in here, and almost virtually 80% of all MLSs has already been captured. So there's only a little bit of
Outline here.
yes, that by the end of the year we should have all of those in our possession.
So the main area is Riverside, San Diego.
Yes, yeah. So as the Southland region here, we're already directly connected. This is directly off the MLS. Stinking cool. Now it's not available yet. This will be available, they say, by the end of next month. So, yes.
Where did you find that? Where will we find
This,
that?
so right here, if you go to the, on the left hand, the sidebar right here, it'll just be under listings. Right now, it'll probably grayed out
Oh,
for you guys.
yeah.
But how valuable is this? I mean, this is phenomenal to me. It truly is, right? I mean, you know, everything that you need right here.
So those show, excuse me,
No.
show the solds.
Show sold. And look at this. This looks like Zillow, huh? This looks a lot like Zillow. Area school information. Right? Fees and taxes, Melrose. You know, you would go to Zillow to find these things out just real quick.
Yeah.
So the consumer app, which is why, by the way, let me just be super clear. The disconnect between all of this and command is the consumer app. The reason why we're like, oh, just hang on, it's almost there, because the consumer app is really gonna be the one that's gonna allow us to have these kind of type of insights and communication with our clients. Right now, we can't do a soft release on this because we're giving this app to our clients, so it better be right. But just understand what's coming and what this will look like. So pretty cool, right? They just released that today for us to
Change
look
will be
at.
automatic on our apps, or we have to get new apps?
Good question. It'll automatically update. So if you already have the KW app and you send it to your clients, it'll automatically update.
How much of this
Bless
will
you.
be available on, that will be able to interface with our website?
Say that again?
What about our KW websites?
Yeah.
How much of this will be able to interface with that?
Good question. So it's really going to be that's going to be under your landing pages right here. And I'm going to show you actually what your website will look like. But it'll be the same thing. It'll be essentially your app. Your website is just like a website version of your app. So it'd be whatever the URL, it would be personalized to you, and it would look a lot like your app, except a website version. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So your website right now, we got all these different things that are going to be consolidated. Like, for example, mykw.kw.com. That's going to be gone by the end of the year. It won't even exist. It'll be agent.kw.com. That's how you get to command, by the way. agent.kw.com. But that, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but your website and all that stuff will be tied into the consumer app. But you'll have your own URL for that, which is cool. Where was I going with that?
Will our website change?
The website, oh yeah, thank you. So I'm going to show you guys what that will look like. The website will look different, and it looks better.
But will the address be the same?
If you set your URL already, then yes. If not, then you'll have to go in and set up your website like normal. But the website interface will actually change. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Oh, Jerry, 2 minutes late. We started 15 minutes early. I'm going to talk about this marketing profile really quick, but I want to show you about the neighborhood snaps. And basically, this will look like your website. Let me go to a landing page. So this is like I said, the landing page, which will be part of your smart plans. That'll automatically send to your clients via text and email. So this is what this looks like. We've seen this, right? I've shown this to you guys, right? This is the neighborhood level insight right here. So all these different neighborhoods, this is the reason why we want home addresses, so that we can farm to our clients, to neighborhoods with this type of information. On top of that, let's see what this would look like in an email. This is what it would look like when you send it to them in an email. Isn't that neat?
What all does that show, the neighborhood snapshot?
What's that?
What all does it show? The neighborhood snapshot, you see the listed homes, closed homes, pending homes?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you. And mind you, a lot of this is kind of just show and tell right now. So I just want to keep reminding you, but we still have to get on board with getting our contacts right, which is quite a task. So let me show you what this will look like. Landing page. This is what it looks like. Okay, so when you send a neighborhood snapshot via, this is the website. This is how it looks. So they get an email from Gail, and they're like, who's this person? Oh, it's another realtor. Saying about, okay, so they click on it. They don't have to talk to you. They're not responding to you. It'll take them to this page, and then they could say, oh, okay, well, that's interesting. In my neighborhood, there's 58 actives, and average days on market. You can see all the information it gives, plus comparables, plus even a little type landing page for them to contact you. But chances are they ain't gonna do it. Let's be honest. But if they keep getting these reports and they're getting this value, eventually, here I wanted to show you guys this right here. What am I doing? Preview email. This is how it looked like in the email, right? So this is like the mobile version, and then this part is the actual website. But they can also search for other homes right here through your website. They can search through it. Okay. Hi.
Hey.
You guys sign. Oh, let me not trip in front of everyone. Where's that sign-in sheet?
And when they're searching, are they searching on our MLS?
Yes, through your website or through your app if they've downloaded it. So I wanted to show this to you guys since got a couple people that came in. This is not released to everyone yet, but this is the new KWLS system where it pulls directly from the MLS. Boom! Look at that. Isn't it beautiful?
It's clean. Looks very nice.
Yes. So this is the MLS, and still we're able to send it on the neighborhood level, which again is just so massive for us to be able to such leverage, right? So there you go. Pretty awesome. Any questions so far? I know I'm bouncing around, but
You're assuming you're one of the ones that was given that technology?
yeah, of course. Oh, I got plenty invites. What's your name, Taylor? Okay.
Is this limited to our area? Say I have a son in Michigan, can he go look at his neighborhood?
Yes, this is nationwide. So let's talk about, let's say you have your contacts in, right? You guys use Google Contacts. We've archived all our contacts and then deleted the archive, right? I showed you how to do that through the data wipe. So we're starting fresh, and we add in our contacts through Google. Now what? I'm going to come here to settings, and I want to set up my marketing profile. So, marketing profile. Now, I didn't set this one up because this demo account was just released to us like a couple of hours ago. So I've been dorking on it and just getting all excited about all the stuff that they've released. So this is where you can go ahead and put in your information, your profile pictures and all that, so it can auto-populate in your campaigns. Does that make sense? So just taking time to make sure that this looks decent. Anybody, I also wanted to put it out there that if anybody needs like a new headshot, of course you can always pay for it. But the office did buy a camera to help with that, which is actually over there, looking at us. So look, if you need a new headshot, like, do it right. Like, don't put some old crazy, like, don't do that. We all know it. So just like get a new, yeah, like, nobody in this room, of course, but, you know, tell your friends that. And we won't charge you.
For assistance too?
Well, yes, because we'll have a team. We'll have a team version, so, you know, assistants and stuff, they'll have your own account.
No, I meant for the headshot.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We wanna help you, you know, we wanna help you guys, so. So take time to do that as well, okay? Let's talk about task manager. Create a new task. Now, this is kind of like a manual way of doing it still, because we're still waiting for dots to connect, but this is where you can like, okay, I need to add home addresses. All day, it's gonna take you all day.
Can you assign tasks?
Yes, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So it's called Sphere. I can attach files. What I got in here? Adams real estate pick small. Okay, so I can go ahead and search by name, and I'm assigning this task, right? And when you're on a team, this task manager for Rainmaker would be able to assign tasks to your team members. This is where you go to do that. So you can assign contacts and be like, okay, you're gonna deal with this lead, you're gonna deal with this lead, so this is where you go to do that. Assign, and I'll go ahead and assign Garrett. Can't wait. Okay, assign contacts, create tasks. Now, I could have been more specific with the time. Did I create it or did I cancel it? Ay, ay, ay. That's so awesome. I love it when things work. Okay, that's weird because it was working for me before I got here. Hey, Rose. Is this making sense to you guys? Are you guys, anyone using it currently right now?
We honestly tried it, but when it's not fully developed, it's hard.
What parts have you tried?
Like I've been waiting for the calendar forever. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it's still up, but that would help organize everything.
Right.
But I like put contacts in. I've added neighborhoods,
Okay.
right? So which has been great. I actually, now that you remind me of the neighborhoods, I want to actually send a snapshot to one of our buyers.
Yeah.
Right? So, I think that's what it is, right? Because we have a team, so we're on one CRM. So bulk of our business is done there. Just been hard to kind of.
Yeah, no, I get it. And look, we're not expecting everybody to go full-fledged with this. It's just getting the first step with the contacts. But I'm gonna go back to my personal one here. I started texting. Like, this is where it's starting to come together a little bit, is because I could, you know, this is me, right? I could just go up to here, and I connected this account. I had to create a Twilio account. And it's in your applications. If you just go to your settings applications, create accounts for all of those, if you don't already. Hello, what's up, dude?
Or
Send.
you can send a picture too, right?
Yep, you send a picture. Hello, what's up, dude? Just got it.
Is that account that you set up? Is that per you pay? Is it subscription based?
So it's, yes, so you do pay, you have to put $20 into it, which was kind of weird to me, but then it's 0.03 cents per text.
I think I just looked today, it was
Seven.
0.0075.
The 75.
0075.
Oh, 0075.
Not even a cent.
Wow,
So
The
as
video I watched today, that's what it says.
that, I think you're right.
as you send out text messages after you put in that initial like $20 balance, it's gonna, deduct that.
Right.
For every text message you send. So every mass text that you send, it'll be minus that amount. And then they will bill you another, believe another $20 to keep that balance up, just so that you're always constantly able to
Yeah.
send out text messages and you don't
But
run
it's,
into a wall.
what's cool about that is,
Is it a cap on how many texts you can send?
no, it's money based,
Okay.
which is cool. Why isn't it coming up for me? Twilio, what a weird name. Someone had a stutter that came up with that. Okay, I'm just gonna disconnect it and reconnect it.
Should be able to connect your phone to it, or service, phone service, that'd be nice.
Equally.
So that right there, that's the setup page for Twilio. So if you're coming in here
I did this.
for the first time, your setup page is right there. It walks through, setting up your password and email and that kind of stuff, and as well as setting up your credit card for
Please be right.
for billing.
What is that for, sir?
This is to be able to send text messages through.
Actually, you know what's better, because
To your
a lot
contacts.
of CRM companies, you pay a flat amount for a certain text.
Exactly,
You'll never go
exactly.
over that, man.
So I like that too, because if, for the office, we had a texting service, and it was an enormous amount of money to send only 10 text messages, like something ridiculous, right, Mike?
Yeah, it was a lot.
It's so much money. So again, this is replacing that service of being able to mass text your people, which is really awesome to me. I just messed it up because I disconnected my account. But again, this is something that you can do right away. And then here you go, you have a track of everything, all your conversations with these people. I've put in my Gmail. So this is everything that has my Adam James official Gmail account, which is super official. So this is how you can consolidate all that.
So this is basically your activity page for every single individual contact. It's gonna track all the emails you sent to them, all the text messages, send them the neighborhood snapshots, all of that stuff is tracked.
So it's already links it through your Gmail once it's already linked.
That's right.
So every time you send to this contact, it already
That's
sticks it
right.
to this. Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
That's really cool.
And then you could be like, okay, what contact have you had today? I'm not gonna do this week because I was talking some smack to myself. I'm gonna put that on screen.
So you
It's all
can
good.
see your text messages.
You can't see my text messages to myself. They're bad.
Adam, so if it's connected to Gmail, are you actually seeing the email?
Yes.
I mean, you're seeing the whole email on there, or you
Seen
have
seen the whole email. Anything that has their name in it. Where's the? Sweet. Well, so where was that?
Saw that.
So we're gonna move on. But that's where.
It's an angry client.
And I can't even go to Garrett's either.
Oh,
Hey, we have fun around here, right? So yeah.
And how about calls? Well, does it also track phone calls? Does it make phone calls?
So that is something that they don't have built in, or they don't have a service for yet.
Yeah.
Because apparently it's just a ton of liability and all of these different.
Because the do not
Yeah,
do not
of
call
course,
this and stuff.
Yeah, that they would have to even go through before they implement such a service as part of the command.
Which is fun because you can use it.
But if you go on Kelly and if you were to call somebody, it'll just call through your phone.
Right.
So there's that. So I don't see it being, unless from the website, but if you go through Kelly, look at the contact, you could still call them and it would still track it.
Adam, can you text through Kelly?
Yes, you can, because
So, and it will come as your phone
because I was
number?
responding to myself and I could receive the text. So I sent it to myself and then I responded through Kelly because I got it from me, and then Kelly notified that Adam was talking crap and I was all, and I responded through Kelly. Does that make sense?
So is it come?
'Cause it inbound-
Because if you use
Twilio, it's not coming in as your phone number, the text is not coming to your client from
No,
your phone number.
you have to pick a number.
Yeah, so if you respond through Kelly, does it come as your phone number? Is it like going through your phone?
When I responded, it came back with my Twilio number,
Okay.
which is a 661368 number or whatever. Does that make sense? Not quite sure if you could have your phone number as the Twilio. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so either.
It's an outside service
Yeah.
that is.
It's a webhook.
You know, managing those text messages and sending them
Yeah.
out.
So, so any questions? Do you guys see where I'm going with the contacts?
So if they text you back, it's gonna go to the Twilio number.
Right. Because the text they received was from the Twilio number.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because you're not sending it from your phone, you're gonna send it through Kelly or you're gonna send it through command. And that'd be the Twilio account. Have you guys messed around with MailChimp yet?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you guys think? What do you think about that? It's awesome, huh? It's awesome. Did you pay for it or have you just
$5
used
a day.
$5 a day to run your campaigns? How many contacts are you sending them out to? Is it,
Facebook.
oh, through Facebook? That's awesome. So you're running, Facebook ads?
Facebook ads with them.
So, where you're getting your insights, is it through MailChimp?
Yes.
It's fantastic.
So MailChimp is this emailing account that is required to set up in order to send out the actual emails through command. Unfortunately, it's a separate account you have to set up in this page here, but once you do, then you'll be able to send it.
In the free account, you get 1,500 contacts you can send emails.
Yeah.
And it gives you all the data, like who opened it, when they opened it, time,
That's right.
when you should send it.
That's pretty sweet.
And
So-
you get notifications directly to you.
Yeah, so it's cool. Keller Williams built most of everything and then bought out the companies that did what they did really well, like Nextdoor, or we have non-exclusive agreements with MailChimp and stuff like that. So these companies are partners with us. So yeah, PieSync, I really recommend. I'll send this in a recap, but I can't say this enough. To really experience the benefit of it, instead of importing contacts in, my advice would be sync accounts inside command as much as you can. And again, the difference would be, instead of uploading a CSV file, come into PieSync and say, okay, what do I use right now? And most all of us said Google Contacts. So clean up your Google Contacts and then connect your Google Contact account. The information goes over a lot smoother. If you use eEdge, clean up your eEdge account and come into settings and connect that. It transfers over a lot smoother. So that way you don't get stuck on it not working. Does that make sense?
And if you run into issues with connecting eEdge to the command, this is still mostly an ongoing issue where some things are
Right,
just
sometimes it doesn't come over.
or it takes forever, or it doesn't actually work at all. Then there is a manual way of importing the contacts, and that will ensure that everything that you want gets put into command.
And you know what, there's like you said, sometimes it works great, and when it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like I said earlier, disconnect it, try it again, disconnect it, try it again. If it still doesn't work, do it manually. We're kind of fighting here to get our contacts in there, right? That's what it's all about. And then the other thing too is I wanted to go over was the delete archive. I know I just went over it again, but I'm telling you to do all these syncs and imports and stuff, you might have a problem there, right? You might need to start fresh. So we know how to do that, right? We go to settings, and then we're gonna go to database, and then we're gonna go database wipe, archive all contacts, and then delete all archive contacts. Start fresh. Because remember, we're not,
Can you just delete it, if you have your contacts, if you have I'm seeing that she has doubles.
Yeah, I did too.
You can't delete one
You
of
can't,
them.
right now, there's no merge duplicates.
Yeah, that's,
That's like,
that would be a great.
that's like CRM 101, I feel, but there's no, and this is where I'm getting at with starting fresh, because I had the same exact problem. So I said, okay, well, where the duplicates come from, I don't know, because I uploaded a CSV file, I connected this account, I did this, and I was like, okay, there's too much. So I had to learn that way, so I started over. And again, I did it as smart as I could, which is, well, all my contacts are in Google Contacts. So
And that brings up a great point, actually, with some of these features that aren't part of Command, that you would like to be part of Command, you have some great ideas. You can actually go right here, bottom right corner of the page.
I'm sorry, the little lab.
Yeah, it's actually behind the support button. But you can click on the little lab button and type out your request.
Please create a merge all for contact syncing. Thanks.
And you can type that out. There's a little attachment button right there. You can attach a screenshot of, and that actually helps too if there's something that's really wrong with your command and it's bugging out. You can take a screenshot, attach it to your submission here, and then
Cool.
you can get that, as well as submit.
So you're welcome.
Yes.
Okay. They're like, dude, you didn't come up with that idea.
That was probably there
You're
50
not that
times
smart.
before
Yeah.
by other people that had thought of that. But it, it'll go to the page, and other agents will be able to see that idea and be able to, upvote it, and, say, we really want this, yes.
Yeah.
300,
Democracy
500
around
people.
here.
And once, it gets some traction, Keller Williams will actually look at that idea and plan, how can they implement it and actually bring it in.
What are you guys thinking? I mean, regarding this.
Should we be should we just start putting our new leads and prospects into Command right now? What would you do? What are you doing?
What I do, so for recruits, right, I'm treating it the same thing, is I put any hot recruit that I'm working with, warm lead, into Command. And I'm sending them examples of our technology through Command, right? Or I'm sending them a snapshot URL, like, does your broker do this, right? So I'm using pieces of it to send out emails, but I still am using my Gmail, guys. I'm still using Lion's Desk, okay? I don't wanna give off the impression like, oh, you guys are on Command, come on, everyone's doing it. Like, no, we're all waiting for some of these dots to connect. But as a group, we're coming at the end of March, and then the consumer app's gonna be out, and we're all gonna be super excited, no one has their contacts in. That's gonna be a sad day for a lot of people. So, like I said last week and the week before, it's all about contacts, but look, we're all learning, right? We're all learning about these different ways to import it. So, let's do that. And if you guys need help, Mike, myself, Garrett, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. What's up?
I don't know if it's a good question for this class, because you probably have been going, had
That's
many
okay.
classes.
No
But
problem.
I don't even know what Kelly is used for. It's just another way to text people or email people, or it does more than that.
Ooh.
Because so far that's what I've heard, and I'm like, well, I'd rather
Okay.
just text people from my text,
That's introducing Kelly.
So I apologize if that's
Well,
a
that's a
stupid
good question.
question,
How dare you ask a question?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
First of all, you
I
have
can't
nothing to
even
say
get
sorry
into
about.
it.
Second of all,
So what Kelly is, it's an app that you can install on your phone, and it uses the same Keller Williams login and password as you do with MyKW, as you do with Command.
Okay.
And you're able to see all of the same information you can with Command, so all the contacts, be able to see all of the insights, all of the neighborhood snaps, and be able to actually interact with Kelly. ask it a question, and you'll be able to talk to it. If it doesn't understand you, there's a little keyboard option, you can type your question out that way. If you need help getting into, any of this, because it all starts with your one account and that information, I can certainly help with that, help you recover that, be able to get you in.
That would be great, because I tried to get in, and then it made me reset my password, and then it said it didn't work, I don't know what.
Yeah, if your account was inactive for a good amount of time, chances are it would have asked you to reset your password, and sometimes there's some complications with that too, even after doing that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Kelly, when you do a search, is there a way that you can save that search?
You're talking about when you're looking for,
Properties.
like, under map?
And they come up and you find a bunch of, new.
Yeah, like you would
listings
create
or
in
what have
Flex.
you.
and,
Yeah.
um,
And then you find one that you wanna keep. Is there a way of saving it?
Yeah, I don't believe there's that option is there at the moment.
That's gonna be tied in with KWLS a lot in the consumer app. Because so, to answer your question, for the sake of view, we're gonna watch this video. It's a short one. Every time I see these like commercials, I want to take my phone out of my case.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking the same thing. My iPhone is so much
I
better.
was like, man, my phone's so ugly that I don't.
Adam, will Kelly be obsolete once command gets
No.
full?
No.
Okay.
Kelly is no. Kelly is the artificial intelligence. Yeah, this is the fabric of command. So I'm not sure if that answered your question, but essentially what Kelly is Netflixing the buying experience and selling experience for consumers. It's artificial intelligence that predicts and gives you insights.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Kelly won't blossom until the actual consumer app is there.
Correct.
That's what I see there is the consumer app where they're.
That's right.
They
The
get
home
the
DNA.
home DNA. Alright, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
I was like trying to put it all together and I figured it out.
So going back to the neighborhood, so assuming you have your contacts and going back to the addresses, what I love about this is that, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. Not my train of thought, where am I at? Settings. I love how they've taken everything that works for Trulia and Zillow and Redfin, and they just copied it. Just copied it. So, when we're talking to our clients, we're talking to other agents as well. It's like, well, the difference is that we saw what worked and we made our own version of it. We didn't reinvent anything. So, let me just go back to this landing page. Here we go. Michael. Mike, I'm trying to go to.
What are you trying to get to?
Trying to go to that page where, where it has like the neighborhood insights and or the like the schools and the parks nearby. Just released.
It's on the left-hand page. Looking for insights. One of these is insights.
That's okay. Yeah, it's again, it's just all show and tell. I just want to show you because I'm excited, but it's not, the disconnect is the consumer app. Okay? And the idea too is to start thinking of command as a social media as well. I mean, this is actually connecting agents to each other and connecting social medias together in one place. So when people are looking on your app and then they're seeing what, you know, what's nearby this neighborhood and see Lucky Luke's, all these insights, well, the idea is that they would see your insights on there. So if they download your app or whatever and they're using your app, they've never met you, but they're looking on nearby, you know, what's nearby this neighborhood and they're seeing your insights. Again, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to have to go in and do these insights and be a Yelper, kind of. But the idea is that now we're marketers. Now, fortunately, I'm not really gonna go into this, I say fortunately for you guys, because I would be, all the restaurants out here, I would demolish them. I would have pictures, videos, reviews. I have hundreds of pictures of food. I'm a foodie. I get it all nice. Take a picture, people are looking at us, me and my wife, I don't care. I really don't. I don't. But the point is like I would be going around and dropping insights on all these restaurants. You want to go here? I wouldn't even be talking about real estate. And I would be putting quality reviews and all this stuff because some people are just pulling it straight off the, you know. Some of these are pretty clever though. I mean, they'll just pull it right off of Google, you know, Street View.
Yeah.
You know, screenshot it. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but it just looks, cheap, and you don't want to look cheap. So start getting creative with the insights too. But first and foremost, get your contacts in there. Try the Google contacts with PieSync, and I think you'd have a lot of luck. I think you'd have a lot of success with it.
How are you doing your videos you're sending us? Because I listened to you today, you know. What are you using for those videos that you do?
I use my phone.
That's the video off your phone and you just
So what, did you get an email on Facebook? Did you get an email or Facebook? You guys get emails from me with videos in it. Thanks for not unsubscribing.
Yeah, you were saying to, yeah, it was yesterday's stuff.
Okay, yeah, so I, by the way, I do that very intentionally for two reasons. One, I find like if you see that, Adam, is he sending me a video, they have more chances of opening it. And then two, is try to lead by example. Because if you're not doing stuff like that in your own business, then this won't make sense to you. or you won't know how to apply it. But if you understand, okay, well, I want to send videos and stuff like that, get your contacts in here so that you can start doing that when these things are released.
And it's very nice.
Yeah,
It's
and
very nice,
I do it also because that's the way I would want to be communicated with too. There's something pretty clever that I might have shared this with you guys last week. Some of you were here, but for recruiting calls, it's super effective. I'll write, you know, hey Daniel, and I'll do this video where if you notice where like it's repeating just like a couple seconds of the video. You notice that in my emails? Where that's called a GIF. But where it's just like repeating. Well, I go like this. So I'm thinking, hey Daniel, hey Daniel, hey Daniel. But it's super effective when you're trying to get a lead, a cold lead, and they're like, oh, okay, this guy wrote my name down. So that's a trick. That's a trick. I'm getting people to open up my emails. So anyways, you guys get where I'm going with this. We'd be able to do stuff like that in here with Sketchhouse too. You go to Sketchhouse, you know, this is where you can build out what you want your emails to look like. Wi-Fi bad here? Is it just me? Like just a little, yeah, slow right now too. Might be. So right here, like the email that I send you guys, I do it straight from my Gmail sometimes, but for like for a recruiter, I'll make them look nicer, and so I'll use templates. You know, one of these days.
Tablet to the command?
Yes, I use the Sketchhouse and I'll use that.
So you can take the video and then you put it to, you upload it?
What picture? Who's this? Oh, okay. Good, the house is not burning down. That's great. Any questions? We started a little early, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But I think I beat it into you guys as much as I can. Any questions?
Yeah, on the insights, Adam,
Yep.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding it correctly. So like, say I want to try to do chilies right now.
Yes.
So how's it gonna, it's gonna show up our name? Or how does that work? Like, I don't know.
Good question. So let me show you. Okay. Now, you see how it says Michael Watson right there?
Yeah.
It'll say Eliana Dominguez by creating the insight through her Kelly or her command. And then once the team version comes out, it'll be under your name, but it'll say executive assistant for Eliana Dominguez. So that's going to give rainmakers a lot of leverage. But you see all these like thumbs up, thumbs down?
Yes.
That's what the interaction of the interaction piece comes in.
Okay.
Because the more people like, they would love my food reviews. I'd be getting some thumbs up, but because I'd also put some effort into what I'm doing.
So if everyone starts doing this, is there gonna be like 10 mulligans on there? Or do they all kind of go in the same?
So what they'll do is they'll start ranked by likes. Right now there's not too many, you won't see doubles, but if you scroll down here, you'll start seeing some that you've seen already.
Okay.
But look at this one, doesn't even have pictures.
Yeah.
Like, nice try.
Yeah.
Nice try. But you gotta go a little step further, right?
So do you prefer us taking a picture of the food?
Yeah, like so when I go
So
to Yelp,
am I Yelping basically? Is that what I'm doing?
you're Yelping.
Okay, that's all.
That's exactly what you're
I
doing.
wanted to get clarity because it seemed like
Like, what is the purpose?
Right.
You wanna Yelp it because you're the local
Dude,
expert.
it's on now.
When people go through your consumer app,
Yelp you, bro.
now mind you, when you send to somebody your consumer app, it's gonna be branded to me. It's gonna be branded to you, whatever it is. So they're going on their consumer app and they're saying, you know, what's near this neighborhood, what's good by here, right? And they're going to the map. Your insight should be coming up. If you don't have any, then it's gonna pull up other insights. Wow, Adam sure knows where to eat around here. Anything on like AutoZone or anything like that? Nope. I got a wallet that fixes that. Does that make sense though? And so just whatever it is that you like to do, whatever it is, just try to think outside the box when it comes to the insights. Because guys, I promise you it'll connect when the consumer app is out. I think we did good. I think we did good for today. Go in and play with PieSync. Get your contacts in there. And go make your crowd.
And insights.
Okay, go team.
Okay.